I'm still, to be honest with you, I just finally came out from under the covers after that Cindy Louper segment.
Hey, don't diss her. I mean, come on.
God.
Cindy Louper, Wendy
Jesus,
Richter.
that was so bad, dude. Michael Cole was right on point with shooting on that.
But to celebrate Raw's 1,000th episode, come on, Cindy Lauper and Wendy Richter were a huge
Dude, nobody
part.
knew who she was, man.
But
nobody
she was
knew
a
who she
part
was.
of
My
Raw's
friend was
history.
texting me from the show. He's like, nobody knows who they are, Kev. I'm like, holy shit. Because it was in Nassau tonight, by the way, right in our backyard, me and Don Tony's.
Yeah, but Kev, Cindy Lauper and Wendy Richter were part of the, inaugural era of Raw.
Okay, you have a girl, Layla, who's not over. We all agree, right? Layla's not over. We all agree with that?
Right.
Okay, a girl who's not over, introducing Wendy Richter, who let's go with 85% of the people in that audience didn't know who she was. All right, 50% knew who Cindy Lauper was because she's a New Yorker and she's coming off Celebrity Apprentice last year, and she's still a little bit of a profile here in New York. But half the crowd didn't know who she was. The younger generation didn't know who she was. And then you have Heath Slater, who's not over, come out. So you had a bad element right there. Piper is over, but Piper came out and really kind of sapped it up too much. And we all saw that broken glass coming in. She hit him hard way with that. He was cut pretty good if you saw his face.
Cindy Lauper gave Heath Slater color.
Yeah, she gave him color, and she probably hit him harder than. If you notice, she hit him twice.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, I was actually being sarcastic in the beginning because Cindy Lauper and Wendy Richter have no history with Raw.
No, with WWE.
I know. I was making a joke.
Obviously, with the launch of Rock and Wrestling.
I know. I was making a joke because.
But I'm saying I had a couple of friends there, and they were texting me. I was asking, "What's the reaction?" One had good seats, one didn't have so good seats, and they're like, they have no idea who these people are.
But you know what? I enjoyed Cindy Lauper. I actually marked out back in '85, and ironically, when I did last week's Breakfast with Blassie, I actually brought up the incident where Roddy Piper cracked the record over Lou Albano's head. I actually brought it up. I mean, and that was way before they announced Cindy Lauper was going to be on Raw tonight.
So you think that show launched Cindy Lauper coming back?
I don't know, but you know what? My most memorable moment of Cindy Lauper in WWE, and ironically, it took place in the very building that we saw Raw tonight, Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah, I know. By the way, it was 28 years ago, not 20 years ago, as Heath Slater said. 28 years ago, 1984, that happened.
Well, check this out. I haven't watched it in 20-plus years. I still remember it to this day. I probably would find it on YouTube. But my favorite Cindy Lauper moment of all time, and they actually mentioned when she was in the Nassau Coliseum, I remember it vividly. It was Saturday night's main event. Wendy Richter was supposed to face the Fabulous Moolah. Cindy Lauper was in the middle of the ring. It's funny, I remember this, but I don't remember what I ate last week. And then what happened was the Fabulous Moolah had a letter that she presented to Howard Finkel. And it said that Cindy Lauper was banned from ringside because of constant interference. So Cindy Lauper reluctantly went to the back. Fabulous Moolah took on Wendy Richter. Wendy Richter was successful in her match against Fabulous Moolah. She-Bop started playing. Cindy Lauper ran back to the ring, and as she was running back to the ring because the security that fat fucking black guy was too slow to catch up to her, as she's running to the ring, some kid with gigantic hands grabbed her knockers and squeezed her tits, and she was like, what the fuck is going on? Right on Saturday night's main event, my favorite moment in Cindy Lauper. I'm dead serious. If you watch
I don't even remember that. I think you made that up.
No, I'm not kidding. And I know some people are like, wow, you don't know in detail.
Well, you know why he remembers, right? Because Don Tony was the kid.
I was the kid. I tell you.
Like jerking off to that segment for 3 years straight.
I'm telling you, if you watch that clip, she's running down to the ring, and fucking guy gropes her as she's running down to the ring.
I know. I seriously, I'm not even being a dick. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, if I have it taped somewhere, I haven't watched it in 20 years. If I remember,
I'm a dick.
I never forget it. Yes, and boobies. He grabbed her boobies.
Well, the point is, nobody knew who they were, and the Wendy Richter thing was painful. It was like, get the mic away from her, please.
Yeah, but did you get a little bit choked up when they started mentioning Captain Lou Albano?
Yeah, they did. Well, Lou got a reaction. He's a New York guy, too. So, I mean, that was probably the right place to do it, because if they did that somewhere, like around your backyard missionary, it would have been worse. Would have been more crickets, because they wouldn't have known who the hell's Lou Albano? But, I mean, this is the way it is, man. It's not like, it's just the way it is. I don't like it that a lot of people aren't, it's funny, as many people are educated and hip to everything because of the internet, There's a lot of people who are not. You know what I mean? It seems like they override the smart fans in the live events.
It's like going to Citi Field to watch a Mets game, and they announce that Kevin Elster's going to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah.
That's
Most crowd would be like, who?
I know.
I mean, that's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. You know, like there's famous people like Michelle. You're from Chicago, obviously. You get Ryan Sandberg out there. You know, you're gonna get a big reaction from the Cubs.
Oh yeah.
You get somebody else who's like a journeyman who had one or two good seasons. They'll be like, who? Unless you're a diehard fan, and those fans don't overshout or override the fans that are the majority. That's what I mean. It's it's on a business tip. Do you bring back people who get no reactions all the time? No, probably don't see Wendy Richter again.
Yeah. One good thing about Raw tonight, how fucking awesome was Paul Heyman's